Hi, welcome to this video update, which is all about professional Forex traders and how they trade the markets. Now, in terms of retail traders, they don't do enough research on this. So most retail traders will pick trading strategies no professional trader would ever use, okay? Also, retail traders, because they don't study how professional traders trade, don't really understand what happens in the Forex markets in terms of professional traders moving against retail traders. And you need to know, if you want to win, you want to trade like a professional, then learn from the professionals. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize the various different ways that they trade, what you can learn from them and employ in your own trading strategies, okay, as well, and really learn to trade the markets for consistent profits, thinking and using techniques that pro traders use. Now, I've done a little summary of all this on a storyboard, so let's go to it and look at all the points in more detail. All right, let's have a look at how professional Forex traders trade the markets. Now, in relation to professional traders, you can learn more about all the strategies I'm going to discuss on our channel, best ways for retail traders to trade, and also join our free mailing list as well, link beneath this video. Now, in terms of technical analysis, retail traders totally tend to misunderstand how professional traders use it. They think most professional traders are using very complex chart patterns, analysis, and they use it solely on its own. Nothing could be further from the truth, actually. There's only one group that are pure technical analysts, and you can't join them. I'll explain why in a moment. Now, the first point to keep in mind is they do not use chart patterns, okay? And the majority of retail traders do. They don't look up the facts, what professional Forex traders do. No Forex trader who's a professional is going to use or rely on chart patterns like Gartner patterns, head and shoulders, tops, bottoms, wedges, all that sort of stuff in isolation, because they don't work. Okay, it's obvious they don't work. It's what's called a hindsight thing, or hindsight illusion. The chart may have formed randomly, the pattern is there. You wouldn't predict it in advance. And for all the educators who teach chart patterns, just look at them. Not one of them can give you a trade, entry, stop and target. They just talk in general terms. Anyone can do that and appear right if you don't have to place an exact entry and stop and manage the trade, okay? Avoid them, okay? They make retail traders feel comfortable, obviously, because they think they've got some sort of way of predicting the future. You can't predict the future with patterns because Forex traders are simply not predictable. I've made this point in numerous videos, okay? Most professional traders use technical trading, but to manage the trade, not generate the idea. So they'll either look at the big fundamentals or the sentiment towards the chart. That gives them the idea, and then they'll use simple technicals to manage the trade. And in terms of the chart, it isn't mystical, or it's not a scientific sort of equation. It's driven by humans. Once you know the sentiment, the big fundamentals behind the chart, then you've got a real edge, because your technical trading becomes very simple. Now, the group that is the exception are the high frequency trading programs, or traders. You can't join them. Why? Because high frequency trading programs are millions to develop and millions to maintain. They're lightning fast, hundreds of orders in the time you can blink an eye. You can't get an edge over them in terms of your technical trading, okay? The reason they're so successful is not they're out to make money from the markets, they're out to make money from retail traders. So what they'll do is they'll target stop clusters. Retail traders tend to put their stops in obvious places. These trading programs know where they are, run the price up, take the stops, and then the price comes back down again. Many retail traders have experienced that and think it's their broker. It's not. It's a high frequency trading program. They're also very good at creating noise in the markets and catching day traders, etc. So you can't compete with them. You need to be aware that they're there, because then you can avoid short-term trading and the noise, okay? No retail trader should day trade or scalp, okay? Just trading noise, okay? And also learn to put your stop where other traders don't. If it's obvious to you, it's obvious to everyone else. And you don't have to be at an obvious level. Now, in terms of trading strategies, professionals, fundamentals, sentiment, and technicals, a very popular strategy is trading highly volatile moves. That's when sentiment gets too bullish or too bearish. You get big price spikes, particularly around news events. And yeah, a lot of professional Forex traders focus on trading these big moves, okay? Very often they're out to get retail traders as well. I've always found volatility trading fantastic because your technicals can become very simple. You know the big price spikes that spike too far away from true value, it's going to come back. Bullish or bearish extremes break. We're massive fans of trading the standard deviation back to a mean price. If you don't know what that is, look it up on our channel, join our mailing list. A great way to trade, okay? And it's not difficult to learn how to do it. Now, in terms of number 2, trading big fundamentals, just not using technicals at all. There's a lot of traders who do this. They know the big fundamentals are going to prevail over the longer term. Yeah, there'll be retracements due to sentiment pushing prices to overbought or oversold. But those big fundamentals are there and they focus on catching them, okay? And you can do this too, just very simple fundamental analysis. If you've been watching our recent videos at the time I'm doing this one, yeah, we just see the yen as out and out bullish. From the fundamentals, it's going higher. Sure, it's going to have retracements, but yeah, made really good profits out of it. Now, macro trading, there's a lot of people involved in this in the professional field. It's basically looking at the big picture, okay? You don't just look at a currency pair in isolation. It is related to what's going on in stocks, in bonds, in commodities. And yeah, what macro traders look is for mispricing within the global financial system as a whole, and then looking for an overbought currency and oversold currency to retrace. Bond yields, the stock markets, they have impact on currencies, of course. Also, commodities. Various commodities are important for different nations. Canada, Norway rely on oil. Price of oil is important. If you look at Australia, it's going to be iron ore and coal. Okay. So they look at all this. They also look at the main trading partners of a country to see if their trading partners are slowing up, which will impact on the fundamentals of the currency. They're the sort of main ways that professional traders trade. They're going to trade slightly differently, of course. That's just in broad sweep. But how should you trade? My own view, and I've already said it, trade short-term volatility, okay? And use sentiment with technicals. Great way to trade, trading price spikes and looking for them to fade. You can use simple fundamentals to look for long-term trades and then time with your technicals. If you're not really wanting to read up too much on the fundamentals, you can always use what I call the best tool around in terms of finding big trends, which is the COT Commitment of Traders report. We mention this frequently in our videos. You can track what smart money is doing and go with the smart money. A great way to trade. What's the big advantage retail traders have over institutions? I think, the big advantage is you do not have to trade, okay? The best trade most of the time is no trade. A lot of institutions are under pressure to trade because they want the income from the turnover cost, okay? They're also very focused on, how would I put it? If they're ahead a little bit, they'll take the trade in because they just want to keep, the clients happy with reasonable returns. They never really go for the big returns and hold the big moves. So I think, not trading a lot or not having to trade a lot, you're under no pressure. You don't have to make any income for anyone but yourself. You could just focus on the best trades. And it's underrated advantage in my view because, I would know traders, maybe trade a few times a month. That's it. But they can turn in 100% annual profits. It's like fantastic. Okay, everyone's different, but yeah, I think patience, not trading very often, massive advantage. You're not under pressure to anyone. Like I said, you don't have to answer to anyone. You just you, and that means that you can really wait for the best opportunities and milk the big trends. Now, in terms of retail traders against professionals, can you make money with all those professionals in the market? The answer is yes. However, do not do what the majority do. And the obvious thing the majority do wrong is they pick strategies, like I said, that don't work. They tend to think their entry is more important than their stop. On another note, it isn't. The stop is probably more important than the entry. That's because of noise and high frequency traders. You can compete, i.e. you can make money. Most retail traders, though, come in with the kind of wrong strategies, the wrong attitude. Also, they don't want to go through the learning curve. You're going to have to go through a learning curve, whatever type of strategy you use. So for me, we trade, we'll use simple fundamentals, we'll measure sentiment, and we'll use technicals. And it works for us. We do give our trades in real time. We see them in a lot of YouTube videos, so you can judge if the way we trade is successful. But if you're coming in the markets, just do go and study what professional traders do. You don't have to take my word for it in terms of what I'm saying here. Check it out for yourself. How do they trade? Look up the great traders and you'll see that this is basically a summary that covers most of the ways that they trade, if not all the ways that they trade. Right. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care. Have a good day.